come, sir.
Right behind you.
Right there.
All right. Woo, first rapid.
Stay left.
All right. Gotcha.
Follow me. Stay left. This way.
Coming.
Right here. How was it, man?
Well, it's definitely a little stiff in the water.
Yeah.
Don't turn like my Riviera, but it'll take some getting used to.
It's not going to be as maneuverable.
Right, yeah, it's just not designed to be.
Fast in a straight line, though.
Yeah, hopefully over distance it'll be a good one, but that one wasn't too bad. You know, if you ever get in one where you got to negotiate some tight turns, it's going to be tricky.
Right. Dude, I'm pouring sweat, man.
Woo.
I'm gonna get stains on my new hat. Oh yeah, my money's in my back pocket.
There you go, Matthew, rope swing.
Yep. Trip dip. Trip dip. I keep forgetting to say trip dip when I'm about to fall in.
Yeah.
So you didn't show them this right up here?
Trip, dude.
You see something cool, Dan?
Sure.
Oh, we got the camera all set up. Look at you.
Dude,
that's probably actually a better setup.
It's sitting crooked now. It's like, I can't get it to stay straight. Plus it's leaning.
I don't know.
Look, we're on video.
Wave to the camera.
Got a new GoPro?
I did, yep.
That's cool.
Got a Hero 8.
A good one.
Good one.
That's the best one. Man.
It definitely makes a big difference.
You can record sound now.
Yep. Yep, get sound without having to be in a case. That's really nice. And the image quality is just better.
Is it?
Than those, of course I was using, you know, kind of off-brand Chinese stuff, but I mean, they did fine, but this is definitely better.
Rock right there.
It's what Josh Yao would call a no-see-em.
Nice to have a microphone.
It really is. I've already had a couple people comment too on some videos how, you know, how much nicer it is to have sound with the, you know, these trips. And
You were hooking up a mic, weren't you?
on some trips, yeah, I wouldn't even do it every trip just because it was kind of a hassle, but I did. I had a separate audio recorder that I would record sometimes. But see, what happens, you know, is when I have audio, just like on that Sipsy trip with John, you know, I end up with like a 20-minute video, and I'm like, man, people are probably not going to listen to 20 minutes of us yapping, but, you know, it's like,
Probably not.
we think it's funny, but they may not.
Yeah,
but.
the hardcore people that really want to see what y'all are talking about on the river will just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking is it's, you know, probably the redeeming value in all of this is that as entertainment shifts towards online and streaming stuff, it'll be, you know, more of a viable option. You know, it'd be hard to compete with like TV or something, but. You're on camera, Frank. Oh crap, I don't have my camera tethered.
What?
I don't have my camera tethered, tied off. I need to do that. Dang it.
There's an arm right up here.
All right, yeah, I'll have to stop here. I'm gonna have to stop and tie my camera off. Yeah, if I flip or hit something right now, that joker's gone.
Oh yeah.
He's a little ball.
Dude, for 15, how much were they? $16 now?
Yeah, like 18 with tax for full start.
I mean, dude.
Yeah, tough to beat that. Otherwise, my feet would have been wet.
Dude, I've been using these for like 2 years. They've lasted.
Really?
Good. And they're not insulated. But they're falling apart, dude.
Yeah, dude, get stuck in that tree, man.
I'm gonna be like Matthew today. I'm gonna be the cocky one.
Basically, how I fell in yesterday, I got too close to the side and I didn't realize my boat pushed me up, and so I tried to lean like that. but I bailed. Like I was like, okay, I cannot save this. So I jumped out instead of getting completely wet. I just got waist high. So, and what did I grab? The first thing I grabbed, what was it?
The boat?
The boat.
Good thinking. Thank you.
Well, you know, and I told Frank on that Sipsey trip, you know, looking back, I don't know why we didn't just take you that boat on the island. Even before we realized it was an island, it would have been probably just as easy.
I just didn't ride down the river to the takeout, or just chase the boat down and try to get back on the boat.
Probably because it was freezing.
It was cold that day, but
when you cold, you don't think right. You want to get out quick.
Yeah, that's where I was at.
Yep, when you're cold and when you first turn over, you know, you just kind of go into panic mode.
Turn over. I turned over and I got sucked under that tree. And if that hadn't happened, I think I would have went for the boat.
Dude, you should have seen. There's a big rock right there.
Yeah, I see that ripple. I did just kind of tried to nose around it.
What I do is I kind of stay through here and then I cut over.
Okay.
It's pretty deep right now. So.
Not too bad.
I didn't even record. GoPro, turn on. GoPro, record. Did it splash you?
No, not really. I had a few little drops come in, but it was definitely better than the Riviera. I got soaked on that spot last time. Yeah, I went through that little wave train there at the bottom, and I mean it just hit me almost square in the chest, and then all landed in my boat. You know, I had on my frog togs, yeah, so I didn't get like really wet, but I still had to stop and I forgot my sponge, so I had to borrow Frank's sponge, or maybe I just stopped and bailed out. I don't remember. I think I forgot my sponge on like the last 3 trips.
You were in the red. You were in Matthew's pack.
Oh, that's right, I was. What's that, a perception? Yeah. I think I called it a dagger in the text message, didn't I?
Yeah, perception.
Perception, yeah.
Swifty, 11.5.
Yep. This one, it handles this one, and that one, handles the same. And and you had told me, yeah, but well, I'm over here now, so. I think I got it. Ooh, a little scraping, a little rubbing.
The First scratches of the...
Yeah, it's been christened. But you know, again, that's another nice thing about, you know, having a 450-pound capacity boat that you're not using most of it. It's not sitting real deep in the water.
Yeah.
I don't sit as deep in the water as I did in that Riviera, so that helps.
Up a little higher.
Yeah, that helps a lot. But yeah, you were right. Just like you talked about on that Perception, the way the front, this one has the same front end, and it handles, you know, it feels a lot like that Perception did, because it's kind of got that knife front end. But
Slices straight into the water.
it does, but it makes for a real smooth and quiet ride. I noticed that when I was out Wednesday. I was like, man, because there was a little bit of wind and open water, and I was cutting through some little small waves. But on my Riviera, man, you know, you'd hear every wave. It'd be like, bap, 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 bap.
Yeah.
This thing was just, shh. And looking on their website, they actually, that was one of their design features, was they designed it to be quiet in the water. And I'm like, hey, that's pretty cool.
Dude, that way you can go out with a shotgun and
Yeah.
stalk some birds and
Yeah.
blow them out the sky.
Sneak up behind Matthew and pit him without him knowing it.
Yeah, there you go. Drag him in the cave.
Okay, I wasn't going to take it that far.
Trip dip.
Drip, drip.
Well, let me record first.
No, I can't do anything unless your camera's off. So.
Do it at a rapid, because I'm usually recording.
I'm usually recording. Not that last one. That's probably the best rap of this whole trip. You wasn't recording.
I know.
I think you need a trip dip. Jump in.
Yeah, that's a nice little shack right there.
That one is shack compared to this one we're about to see.
Dude, I wouldn't live in.
Really?
Not enough fans on the deck. There's only 2.
Not enough fans on the deck.
The
That's
big
a
screen,
good reason.
the TV on the porch isn't big enough.
When the water's up, you got 2 roofs on this one. But you always have to gamble, is there a tree blocking the way?
Yeah, got a little S-turn here, don't we?
Yeah.
Whew, this is going to be a test for this joker.
You'll be all right. Follow the leader.
All right, following Captain Frank.
Follow the leader.
Got him off there, put the follow Frank.
It sure is. Dude, I sent Pete Beck a message on Facebook.
What'd he say?
I asked him,
He's got a rudder on his, I think, doesn't
yeah, they do. Matthew, you ever watch the River Kings? Okay, but there's a bunch of guys. There's, you know, it's one guy's channel, but he always has people with him on these trips.
Yeah, are you trying to get a trip with us?
No, I had asked him about my boat not turning, because they use these like 14-foot touring kayaks, and they're going down rivers like this and rapids and stuff all the time. And I told him, I was like, you know, my last boat had some rocker to it, which is curved front to back, and it spins real easily. I said, but this thing is really hard to turn. He said what he suggested was leaning to one side or the other when I'm trying to turn.
Yeah.
He said that'll release the keel and help it spin a little easier. So that's what
You've been trying it out?
been trying that today. Yeah. So if you see me leaning, it's because I'm.
Just don't be leaning into the current, then and then the current catch you, and then you flip.
Oh no, I've already decided that if I do turn over, I'm going to film myself and be like, "Thanks, Pete."
Yeah, dude, that's a trick,
Edge
man.
your boat,
That's
he
what
said.
last time.
Release the keel, he said.
Into the drink. Uh-oh.
New tree.
Oh wow,
Oh.
that is a new one. Man, good thing I don't have my
Put the
pole
camera
up.
on there, bud.
Matthew's gonna get sucked under sideways.
Oh, that dadgum limb grabbed my whole paddle. Oh, geez, I just, dadgummit. Well, I didn't realize that half of that limb was hanging underwater, and my paddle went under it and lifted everything up, and it just soaked me. Well, crap. Could be worse.
At least it's warm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I need to stay over on this side like that. I hate that I don't have my rear camera set up though, because I like that viewpoint, looking forward and getting a good view.
You can see what you're actually doing, like you can see you paddling.
I'm gonna put it on me for a second because I know that's what everybody wants to see.
There you go. That pretty little face.
Just gotta, it ain't little, I got a big head. Matter of fact, in my last video, I don't think I've got it posted yet, but I was talking about how paddling on earlier this week and having a little wind, and this thing wanted to point in the wind. And when so I had found a little slough where there was no wind noise, and I was talking to the camera. I'm like, yeah, you know, this thing wants to point in the wind, which doesn't make sense because it's taller in the front and it's lower in the back. And as I'm sitting there watching it, I'm looking at myself in that boat. I thought, it's me. That's why it's wanting to point into the wind, because it's hitting me, and I sit further back in the boat, and that's what's turning it towards the wind. So, my big fat head.
Well, dude, the thing about that open water is in windy days, man, it's rough.
It's rough, yeah. It don't matter what you're in or what you're doing. It's just I don't like paddling in the wind at all. There's been a time or two this summer, or just I don't know. There's been a time or two I've wanted to go out, but the wind was kind of up, and I just said nope. I'm not going to do it. Nope.
The wind is one of the only things that would make me not want to go.
Yep, more than rain. Like you said, you can dress for rain, but
It's a brand new saw.
Wind.
On the first pull.
Yep.
Give it to you for free.
Yeah, tell them that.
Dude, look at all that bamboo. Kind of reminds us of Autauga Creek.
Yeah.
You got your own little bamboo forest down here. Man, look at that big chunk of, oh, it's a tree. That tree fell over and pulled a bunch of bamboo with it.
Yeah, there's still bamboo growing up.
See if I can get a picture before I get caught up in all these limbs. Yeah, I have a feeling that all this adjustable stuff, which is nice now, like the foot pegs and the seat and all, but you know, that's gonna be the first stuff that breaks. That's gonna suck. Like,
sometimes stuff does break. The only foot peg that's broke on any of mine has been the Sundolphin cheapo.
oh really?
But like perceptions and stuff like that, I mean,
Yeah.
they last for a good while.
Maybe it will. Yeah, maybe I won't have any problems out of it for a while.
I mean, you ain't supposed to put a whole bunch of pressure on them, you know, and try to abuse them.
Right.
Things like that. As long as you're easy on it and try to take care of it, I mean, it should be alright for us. Hey, there's an island once we get through all this.
All right.
We'll get out at for a minute. There's a car.
Oh, it is, yep. Oh, I loaded this joker down. Woo!
You didn't hit the big wave, did you?
Yeah, heck yeah, dude. All I gotta say is that better be some dang good footage, because my butt is wet right now. Probably not the smartest thing I've done, but
Yeah, try to avoid the big one.
I just wanted to see what it'd do. Now I know. Oh, there's a dead deer.
Oh man.
Dang it.
Wow.
Probably that chronic wasting disease.
Dude, it probably drowned in that flood when it was up to 7 feet.
It could have.
Oh, man.
Will do.
Dead deer, y'all. How much water did you get?
Decent amount. I'm having to sponge it out.
Was the camera going towards you or?
No, it was facing forward. Now I guess I'll get to see how this seat dries out and stuff.
Oh, dude, the seat got wet too.
Yep. Oh yeah, I got a wall of water just come over the front of that boat and poured in.
But at least you're not sitting in it, right?
That's true. Yep. I am not sitting in it, thank goodness. Oh yeah, that's about as far as I go. All right, I'm going down.
Get me wet. Dude, let's all splash Matthew. You pull out right before
Almost went trip dipping last winter right there because some dude was talking to me on the side. What y'all doing? Get them boats. I'm like jabbering away because I talk too much.
Because Matthew ain't paying attention.
All of a sudden I'm beached. I'll show you the rock, and it was like I'm about to go swimming.
It was an old bridge pillar, man.
Yeah.
With rebars sticking out the top. It was about 3 foot.
He was asking dumb questions I should have just blown off.
Yeah.
But I was like, I had to answer him, you know. Sure enough, he almost got me wet.
Pay attention to the river first, though.
And he started laughing at me.
Woo, little rock.
Matthew didn't stop?
No. Negative.
do we do?
Float. I was just saying what it'd do if I edged it.
Don't be falling over now.
It's turning left there. So let's see what happens if I do it the other way. It does. It turns opposite of the way that you lean.
Yeah.
How about that? You got to have your legs locked under the sides to do that, though. That's probably what the old Pete was talking about. River King Pete.
Cool how those rocks come over the water like that.
Yeah.
Then erosion. Water has eroded the rock out for years. How many years has it been flowing through? Some video?
Yeah. I don't get wet.
That'll be cool looking with the stream coming down.
Mm-hmm.
I see that not turning out too good one day.
Me too. Yep. Oop, I hit one.
Right there.
Whoa, sorry. Oh!
Sorry, I make corrections. I was too close to you guys.
Yeah, well, no, I couldn't turn. I have to stop to turn just about. It kind of sucks, but. I think we did all right. He's doing it.
Going the opposite route.
Yeah, the road less traveled. Good luck. See you on the other side, maybe.
Sometimes there's trees that block that way.
Whew. Oh, he's in the limbs. Oh, he made it through that one. That's a spider ride right there.
Small.
2018.
Fiat's been around for a long time, brother. Long time. One of the oldest car companies in all the world.
Look at all the leaves on the back of his boat.
Back of mine?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I went through that stuff.
Oh, there's a limb right in front of me, Frank.
Oh, I'll go right over.
You will, please do.
Go over.
Please, if you don't.
Turkey!
I'm gonna do it backwards. Dude, I'm gonna go backwards.
All right, I got you on camera.
Look at me. Can I keep up there?
Do it.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Oh crap! Break my seat again. I was trying to rock my boat.
Matthew's getting cocky over there.
Everybody should go over. I know that's the goal not to do, but
Right.
it gives you experience. It makes you feel like if you go over in an emergency situation, you already know what to do.
Right, it does, yeah. And it takes a little bit of the shock factor out of it.
You've learned what not to do.
Right.
Because that first one, the wrong instincts kick in. I guess.
Woo!
I don't know.
Hit a rock. Oh, I get one too.
Yeah, I didn't expect that one.
Woo! That one gonna leave a mark.
This bow went over right there.
Almost went over? Yeah. God, that would have been
I saw it tip. I saw you tip up.
Dude, my whole butt got splashed with water and my butt off. I usually go like that.
Yeah. Woo! Thanks. Well, I hit one that you didn't hit right before it, and that really threw me off.
Look, watch Matthew.
Yep. Made it. I worked the turns. Do what? Yeah. Whew. It was hard work, but I got through.
It's maneuverable.
I have to all but stop to turn it though. I mean, I lose a lot of momentum.
Yeah. I have to do that too sometimes.
And see the
You did it leaning?
No, I did it all with the paddle.
Yeah.
But the problem is that a lot of times when you're going through rapids, you know, it's so shallow that I can't get enough bite in the water to do anything. And
Man, I didn't even record that.
He took you through the shallow area though.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
it was well, we went through the area with a couple of tight turns, and
In the summer, when it's lower, that's the only way you can get through. Is the way I went.
Yeah.
That's the deepest spot.
out of y'all's way. Sorry.
No problem. All in the day's work.
Go all the way. Done.
Yeah, I'm gonna sleep good tonight.